Hi comic book fans, and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. Right, and today we've got another episode of my comic detective. So I'm gradually going through and cleaning and pressing and cataloguing my Alan Class comics, and I've got this fairly early Uncanny Tales number 31 that I picked up actually from my local comic store, Nerd Base, a couple of months ago for £4. And reason I picked it up is it's a nice early copy, probably dating from 1965, 1966. And it's in pretty decent condition. It's got a couple of creases, but this comic is over 50 years old, so not bad considering its age. Anyway, as I do when I'm cleaning and pressing and cataloguing these, I go through them and have a look at the stories inside. And at first glance, this is got nothing special in it, but I carried on going through it, and as we get towards the back of the comic, nothing special here. Some nice where the finger points, some fun stories, usual sort of stuff we find in these, a mystery tale, short story called The Absent-Minded Professor, and what have we got here? Suddenly we come across this, the fantastic origin of the Red Skull, Captain America and Bucky in the daring days of World War II. Okay, well, that's quite interesting. So we've got this story, the origin of the Red Skull. And we've got Hitler appearing. And here comes Captain America. And at the end of this, the Red Skull drugs and gets Captain America under his control. And then we get another Captain America story, Lest Tyranny Triumph, which follows directly on from the previous story. And in this one, it's really interesting. Under Red Skull's control, Captain America and a squad of Nazis drop into London with the intention of breaking into 10 Downing Street. And again, we've got Hitler and the Red Skull. And break into Downing Street and try and kill Winston Churchill. Yeah, so here's them breaking into Downing Street. This here is meant to be Winston Churchill. Captain America points a gun at him, but he can't do it, and he breaks his brainwashing. But the Nazi soldier behind him fires the gun. End of episode. Is this the end of Winston Churchill? No. The Sentinel and the Spy. This story follows on immediately on, and Captain America manages to deflect the gun, and we see Churchill here calling in his guards, and the story continues to develop. So right, so I thought, right, now where the heck has this first appeared? Because this is going to be fairly early stuff. So I'm going to switch to my web view. So first place I went was actually the Grand's Comic database, but unfortunately it doesn't list, it hasn't got the UK Uncanny Tales, which is unusual for this because this is usually very good. So I then went to another source that I use, which is the Comic Book Price Guide for the UK. It has this copy, but it doesn't tell us anything about it. it doesn't say that we've got Captain America in it. It just has a picture of the cover, so that wasn't any good. So I then typed in one of the titles of the stories, "Lest Tyranny Triumph," and here we go. I managed to find that these stories appeared in. I found this really nice little website here. So The Sentinel and the Spy, which is the last one, appears in Tales of Suspense 68, and the other two are in 67. Tales of Suspense 67, and the first part, The Origin of the Red Skull, is in Tales of Suspense 66. So here in this comic we have we got the it reprints the stories from Tales of Suspense, the Iron Man, the Captain America stories from Tales of Suspense 66, 67 and 68. Tremendous find, really pleased with that. Haven't read those stories before. We've got Hitler and Churchill appearing, and we have got the origin of the Red Skull, all in this unassuming little comic that you would not be able to tell from the cover that we've got such a classic tale in here. Why hasn't he put it on the cover? Well, he hasn't put it on the cover because those covers contain Iron Man and Captain America, and we've just got the Captain America stories in here. Plus, he's actually got three of the comics in here, not just one. But anyway, there's nothing on the front of this that tells you that we have got some really classic Captain America stories in this comic. So it was a nice find. I didn't know it was in there. It's not on any of the comics databases that it's on there. So unless you know, you would not know that this is a pretty important issue of Uncanny Tales 31. So if you see one out there for sale for £4, I think it's worth picking up. Enough said.